So this is where the water is spewing out when I flush the toilet from a clean out right here. As you can see, I'm running this little 25-foot snake with the drill, but it's had little to no effect because it keeps kinking up. So I went ahead and I bought one of these today. This is the 50-foot Pacific Hydrostar drain cleaner. It runs around $250, but I was able to get it for $199. So it looks like it's all assembled. It's got this little quick start cheat sheet right here, and yeah, let's pull this thing out. It's got some heft to it. It's about 65 pounds, so beware of that. So the functions are pretty simple. There's a switch here which can it's off, reverse, and forward. It's got a GFCI circuit breaker here, just in case there's a short circuit. It'll turn everything off, which is good when working around water. And it's pretty basic. So on the other side of the switch, it's got this cabinet, which has got all the attachments. So it comes with 4 different style cutters. I'll probably be using this one right here. Alright, so the first step we need to do to get this thing going is, like I said, it's already pretty much all pre-assembled besides the attachment that needs. So we're going to be using this spiral bit attachment, and so to do that you need to just undo the screw right here. Oops. And slide this into the slot. It's got this little lock washer on it. And my assistant is here. And once you get just get it in there, just tighten down the screw and lock washer. We should be good to go. So that's plugged in. The instructions say to reset the GC, the ground fault circuit interrupters. We've done that, and we'll put it into forward gear and begin feeding it into our drain slowly. So I believe I just went through my clog and got it out of there. There was a audible popping sound, but if you're working this through and it gets stuck, you probably reached the clog or you've reached a turn. So the best thing to do is just kind of work it back and forth. But to verify that you indeed cleaned out the clog, it's best to put a hose in here and see if the water comes out. Okay, so the water's been running through the clean out for a few minutes, and it looks like I was able to get that the clog out of there, and the water's flowing fairly smoothly. So the next step is to go ahead and turn the water off and get our cable out of the drain. So for that, it's very important that you do not use this reverse function and assume that that's going to be used to get the cable out of there. If you look over here, it actually says to prevent cable breakage, only use reverse briefly to release cable tension. So that's not actually meant to wind up the cable. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually just, I found what works best is going ahead and just manually grabbing the cable like this and feeding it back into the drum. Alright, before I give my final thoughts on this Hydrostar 50-foot drain cleaner from Harbor Freight, I just wanted to remind everyone to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Duct Tape Mechanic, and hit the like button on this video, and stay tuned for more DIY and tinkering videos. So I'd like to discuss some of the advantages and disadvantages of this 50-foot drain cleaner by Harbor Freight. The number one reason you should buy this is because of the cost. It costs about $200 with a coupon, which is equivalent to, or in some parts of California, less than one trip from the plumber coming out and having to clean your drain. And you can use this multiple times, or you can let your friends use it. The second big advantage is that it's a really simple machine, and it's easy to use, and pretty much it's just a 5.3 amp electric motor with a belt around it that spins this drum. So it's the ease of use is definitely an advantage. And the third biggest advantage or plus that this tool has going for it is that there's an attachment offered that can add another 50 feet to it. So and just two major cons, well not major, but two cons of this product is that it's 65 pounds, and you probably should have some casters or some wheels to help move it around. And then the second con would be that I feel that this reverse switch should be located somewhere else where the operator doesn't think of it as a rewind feature and damage the coil or kink it up or potentially break it and hurt themselves. So overall, I give this product 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely recommend it if you have small children in the house who are prone to throwing things like crayons and whatnot in the toilet and flush them, or if you have some constant drain problems. It's a lot better than calling a plumber every time.